Welcome back to the Can't Stop Talking podcast. We are going to jump right into the episode today. So today's episode is how I manifested 10,000 followers in 3 months when I just started my business. I can't believe I've never talked about this on the podcast. Like I looked through my episodes unless I couldn't find it. And if that's the case, then here's a revamped episode of it. But I'm shocked that I never actually talked about this because this is such a huge part of my journey. And I actually got asked to talk about this. One of my followers asked if I could create a topic on balancing being grateful for the now and wanting more. I've been trying to grow my Insta followers, and it's a tussle between I know followers isn't the end all be all, but this at the same time, I don't want to stop the flow of people who can see my stuff. And this is a perfect episode because being grateful for the here and now is exactly how you bring into your reality what you're trying to manifest. And that's exactly how I manifested 10,000 followers in 3 months. So I'm so excited to dive into this. So the truth is that how you manifest, like I've been talking about for all the episodes, right, is you think thoughts, you feel the feelings, and you act as if what you want is already here. Simple. We all overcomplicate it, right? You can do any technique you want. Any technique works as long as you believe that it works. That's why affirmations work if you believe that they will work, right? Because it's your belief in it. That's why visualization works if you believe it'll work because you believe in it, right? That's why scripting works. I've done them all and I've manifested things using all of those techniques. They all work. And so any coach who says it's my way or the highway, it's wrong. Run, right? Because the truth is, as long as you feel the feelings, think the thoughts, and take the action, and you believe that that actual technique is going to work for you, that's what happens. It's incredible. Manifesting is just so much simpler than we make it out to be. But as humans, we like to complicate everything, right? In our business, we like to say that it has to be harder because then, we've worked for it. And that's why my whole thing is it can be easy. It gets to be easy as long as you rewire the belief that it has to be hard. So since manifesting, right, is thinking thoughts, feeling feelings, and acting as if you already have the thing that you want, this is where gratitude comes in. You can't want something when you feel like you already have it. Mic drop. Let me say this again, right? To be grateful for the here and now while wanting more, right? If you're grateful for the here and now, then you feel like you already have the thing that you want. So you can't want something when you feel like you already have it. And that's the coolest part about gratitude is that the easiest way to shift from lack is to be grateful. You can't be in lack while you're feeling grateful, while you're feeling abundant, right? It's the easiest way because when you're grateful for something, you have it in your life. Isn't that crazy? I'm obsessed. This is also how I get like out of funks and stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, I have a ceiling over my head. I have a house. I have a phone. Like everyone sitting here who has a phone, like that's incredible. So many people don't have that. Like I have 3 meals every day. Like start being grateful, walk outside, smell the air. Like you are a living being, right? It's so easy to feel gratitude even when you feel like you don't have anything because you actually have the world. You're alive. You woke up this morning. Like, wow. So anyways, I used gratitude to manifest my 10,000 followers. And I'm going to go in depth with that today. So I saw myself, right? I saw myself when I had 0 followers. You guys know this. I've talked about this so many times. I had 1 follower, my favorite person on this earth, my mom. My mom was following me and I made content. My content sucked. I'm not going to lie. I made content and I would post it and I would act as if I was talking to thousands of people, even in the beginning, even when my stuff sucked. Like, oh my gosh, if you guys ever want to see my old content, just let me know. You'll be shocked. But like, the truth is, I knew, right? I knew from that moment when I was putting out my first post, I was like, this is the beginning. but I also acted as if it wasn't the beginning. I acted as if everyone already wanted to hang off my every word. Everyone wanted to binge everything I was doing, everything everyone wanted to watch or there was no reels at the time, to, read every single one of my posts. And I really felt that way. And so I was so grateful just for the fact that I was able to post on my Instagram. I was already grateful for the followers that I didn't have yet because I was acting as if they were here. And I told you guys I did the same thing for this podcast, right? I heard crickets for 8 months, but I knew that people were listening, even though that they weren't messaging me. I knew people needed this podcast. I knew people hanged off this every word. And like I tell you guys all the time, I get messages, they make me cry about people I have never talked to saying that this podcast is their favorite and they binge every week. And I can't even imagine it. But like, it's because even when there was zero, and even when there was no evidence that I was going to be able to, have 10,000 followers, I still decided that what was in my inner vision, what was in my mind, what I was manifesting was more real than what was happening in my reality. And this is the key to manifesting. So many people try and manifest and they think thoughts and they feel feelings and they take action. But then when they don't see what they want in their reality, they decide that it's not working. Truth is, your reality takes so long to catch up. And if you keep getting triggered by your reality, you keep saying, I have 10,000 followers, and then you look at your Instagram and you get upset, that's putting you back into lack instead of looking at your Instagram and getting so excited. I remember I took a screenshot of my Instagram and I put like 10,000 followers as if there was 10,000 followers, and I put it on my vision board. So it looked like I was looking at my Instagram, seeing 10,000 followers, right? Other things that I did is I felt grateful for every follower that I attracted onto my page. So every time I got a follow, I felt immense gratitude for that person. And I would be like, thank you, universe. Yes, more, please. And I felt gratitude because that was how I was going to be grateful for the here and now. That one person was going to make up the thousands of people that I have. But you guys have to remember that one person is a real person that you can change their lives. Like, yes, it's amazing to have thousands of followers, but like, remember that there can be, I've had masterclasses, you guys, where I've had one person on that masterclass, right? I've had like so many people sign up and then only one person comes to masterclass. And I literally was on that masterclass teaching as if I was teaching to 10,000 people. That one person at the end of the masterclass was like, oh my God, like that was incredible. You changed my life. Thank you so much. Like, I can't even express to you. Imagine changing one person's life today. That's how you become grateful for each and every follower. So like I said, I saw myself talking to thousands of people. I felt grateful for every follower. Obviously, I took the inspired action, right? I posted 3 times a day. I was posting quotes because I really saw that that was what got people followers really fast. What was the other thing that I was doing? Oh, I was obviously investing in Instagram courses. And the first thing I ever invested in was like a 19-year-old girl from India. I invested in an Instagram audit with her. I was investing in Instagram courses. Like, I was putting in the work and I was doing the action, right? And I was asking the universe, like, universe, what would you have me do? Like, what's the right next steps? Like, what should I do next? And I was getting guided and led. And so this is so key to every post. I want you guys to infuse with energy. So many times we're just putting a post up, and I talk about this all the time, that you're just put a post up and then you're like, ugh, who's going to listen to that? Ugh, that post sucked, blah, blah. No, I want you to sit there before you post it and literally sit in the feelings of like, the person who needs to hear this post is going to see this post. And I also want you to sit there and be like, I do this with my posts. I'm like, oh my God, this post is going to touch so many lives. Like, you can be like, it's going to go viral. Like, see the post doing well before you post it. And then with that inner energy, hit post as if you've already seen what the algorithm is doing, right? The other thing that I remember doing is I would say affirmations. I would be like, the algorithm is rigged in my favor. Oh, this is what I said. I was like, I gain 100 followers a day. That was my affirmation. I said, I gain 100 followers a day. And I would say that, and I would say that, and I would say that. And nothing was happening, right? It was actually crazy because nothing was happening for 2 months. And this is what I call the snowball effect. This is what I call when you get triggered by your reality and think nothing's happening. But in reality, so many things are happening for you behind the scenes that you can't see yet. The universe is shifting things, right, to bring in your manifestation. But when you look at your reality and you say nothing's happening, you are going back to your old self, right? You're taking yourself out of the vibe of the manifestation. So instead, I would literally say every day, I remember my affirmation was, I gain 100 followers a day. And I would just act as if. And for 2 months, I remember nothing was happening. 2 months, I was posting 3 times a day and nothing was happening and I remember feeling like nothing's happening until the snowball effect. And that's what happens so much. Like if you're trying a new strategy, if you're doing something new, give it I would even say 90 days, 3 months until you can decide if it's working, because the snowball effect, time and time again, when I feel like it's not working and I keep going, it's always this feeling like, should I even keep doing this? Right? That's when my manifestation comes through. And I remember 2 months, I started gaining 100 followers and then more followers and more followers. And literally my affirmation came true. And it kept snowballing. And then I was jumped from like, I forget what it was. I have photos, but I think it was like 2,000 to 10,000 followers like in a month. Like it was insane. But it was because I didn't look at my reality. I just kept saying like, I gain 100 followers a day. And then that's what actually started happening. And then I started gaining more and more and more followers. Sorry, you guys can't see me on video, so I just went to take a sip of water and like not tell you. Okay, I'm taking a sip of water right now. Anyways, so always be aware of the snowball effect, because I say this to you guys. Every time I have a breakdown in my life, I get so excited when I'm manifesting and it looks like the opposite's happening in my reality, because that's when I know that my manifestation is going to come through. I don't know, maybe it's a limiting belief for me, but every time I have a breakdown, that's when my breakthrough is on the other side. If I keep believing, if I keep having faith, if I keep knowing what I have decided on the inside, that is what happens. And the other thing was I dug up the limiting beliefs. I remember I started growing on Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to keep growing if I have these limiting beliefs stopping, the followers from coming in. And so a lot of people don't realize is that like the fear of succeeding is a lot greater than the fear of failure, right? And so it's scary when things start going your way, right? You start turning into someone else, right? You have to shed the old skin. You're a new identity. But also when you think about it, like you're gaining followers, like there's so many fears that come with that. And you're like, I have, all these people watching me and I have, you're scared of hate and all that stuff. And so you have to ask yourself and dig up the limiting beliefs of what are you scared of having these followers? And I want you to write this down, because chances are if you're at a plateau with your following, this is the reason. And it's funny because I know exactly why I'm at the followers I'm at, right? Why I'm only over a little bit what am I saying? Why I'm only over 20,000, not only, but meaning like why I haven't grown more is because I know that followers don't equal sales. So for me, I'm like, I don't need more followers, right? I need to convert the followers that I already have. And I'm going to be coming out with a incredible low ticket offer next week, or if you're listening to this, the week of April 8th. Go to my Instagram, but it is going to be everything you need and more to convert, use your content to convert your followers into dollar signs. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But anyways, so ask yourself, what are you scared of having these followers? You guys know that I have decided with my community, right, that I have a belief that like my community is amazing, that it's only a happy place, that people love me, that people hang off my every word. And that's what I found. Like I rarely get hate comments. Like I'm not even kidding, because I really think I decided and made the belief that like my Instagram is my happy place and other people feel that way as well. And so what's so crazy though is I've seen this time and time again with my clients even. So I am certified in neuro-linguistic programming, which is basically how the brain works. And I can do techniques on my clients that help them dig up limiting beliefs way faster than journaling or affirmations ever will. And so one of my clients came to me and she had the fear of success. She had the fear of growing her Instagram. And so we did an NLP technique on this fear. And what happened is she actually messaged me. This is an exact testimonial. And she said, I know you normally don't read. Oh, sorry. That was about the mastermind group, but she goes, girl, the NLP sessions did something. On Friday, I was at 880 something followers. After the session, I really stopped caring about the followers and posted not even that often because I just thought there is no need to hustle. What I am doing is enough. I stopped the overthinking about how much I could do more, achieve more, and stop the caring about the followers. And now I'm at 982 followers, and that means almost at 1K. And my 4 last reels went viral: 5K, 3K, 4K, and 6K. This is the most I've ever gotten. I just love you. This exact client. So I did NLP on her, and now she's using the techniques that I teach in DBA. And she has literally, I think it's in 4 months, she's gotten to 50,000 followers. Insane. And so this stuff works. And so if you've hit a plateau, I want you to write out, like, what am I scared of growing my following, right? What am I blocking? What limiting beliefs do I think are going to come with growing my audience? And then once you're able to rewrite those and create affirmations from it, you are going to stop blocking yourself from the followers that are supposed to come in. And as you guys know, I scripted. I would write out as if I already had. I'm so grateful for the followers. I'm so grateful for the people coming into my community. I would write as if I already had them, right? And so what I want to leave you guys with is being grateful for the here and now is how you attract people into your life, right? That's how you attract your manifestations into your life. That's how you attract your followers. That's how you attract anything that you want. It's being so immensely grateful as if you already have what you want, right? And the truth is, all we have is the here and now, right? And because it's so crazy, like I was just sitting outside tanning. You guys know I love taking my lunch break. It was sunny today, so I was like, oh, I'm tanning. And I was tanning outside, and I put on Miley Cyrus, See You Again, and I was just dancing in my bikini like no one was watching. And I was just feeling immensely grateful, just being like, oh my God, like we're living creatures. Like we're here on this earth. Like we're so lucky. And we get so caught up crying. We get so caught up in wanting more that we like forget that we're living right now. And everything that you want, you can really decide that you can access those feelings now. If you want the freedom, go outside and dance. Go dance in your house, like put on music, like do the thing that you want to do, because you're chasing a feeling. And when you get that thing, it's not going to feel as good as you want it, right? You have to remember that like you're building this business because you want the freedom here and now, not only later, right? You want it now. And I talk about this all the time on the podcast, but I always want to bring it up as a reminder of the TikTok that I saw was like the 80-year-old grandma who said, I wend my life away, right? I decided that when I was married, I'd be happy. When I had kids, I'd be happy. When my kids were in diapers, I'd be happy. When my kids were in college, when my kids were out of college, I'd be happy. And she was sitting there and she was like, I'm 80 years old and I wend my life away because I thought when this would happen, I would be happy. Happiness is a feeling. It's not a destination. And someone said this the other night, but like you wake up and you go to sleep with you, right? And so if you can just start to feel happy on your own, just you're going to change your life. And when you start making happy your dominant feeling, like right now, just sit there and feel the feelings of happiness. That's what gets attracted to you. That's the dominant feeling that you're going to start to feel. Because when you're in lack, most of the time, you're feeling lack. But if you just sit there and I say, feel happiness for 10 seconds, right? And you felt that, you can start making that your dominant feelings. So I want you to go back to the feelings of gratitude, being grateful for the here and now, being grateful for what you don't even have yet, acting as if you already have it, being grateful for, what's happened in the past. Like, be grateful for everything, because the fact that you woke up today is a miracle. The fact that you were born is a miracle. It's like a 1 in a trillion chance. And I don't want to be that person who wakes up at 80 and wish that she had more followers, wish that she had, more money, wish that she had more whatever it is, instead of realizing that she wished she had more time, because that's the only thing you can't get back. So I want you to feel grateful here and now, feel grateful you're alive. I'm so grateful that you're here and that you listened to this. And I'm so grateful for my past self for putting myself out there and knowing that one day people would be listening to me too. So I love you so much. It's insane. As always, if there's anything you want to listen to on this podcast, please message me. If you like this episode, please message me. I just love hearing with you guys and connecting with you guys and hearing about your situations. And at the end of the day, like we said, followers does not equal sales. And I have something for you next week, no matter if you have, 400 followers, 10,000 or 2,000, that's going to help you help more people. That's going to help you convert your content into sales and change lives of so many people. I love you so much. Have the best day ever.